don't forget it. It's this thing called life. Gotta wake up and be grateful for a new day. Gotta be confident, love yourself, don't worry about what they say.
Hey y'all, what's good, what's good, what's good? I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves and all of that good stuff and whatever and what's not. This is your girl SweetTiff, and I have some messages for you guys for today. But first, as always, we are going to welcome Spirit in, and then we will get into your messages. Holy Spirit, of pure divine white light of the Most High God, I call you into this message. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the listener as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Ashe. All right, y'all. So, let's get into it. So, you and or someone else that is within your energetic energy could be dealing with some type of emotional manipulation, okay, mental manipulation, where someone, whether this is like an ongoing thing or this is something that's just going to be coming up soon. So, Spirit is wanting to make you aware ahead of time so that you can, better navigate how you want to handle the circumstance and or the person. Okay. At the time of me recording this, we are in Mercury retrograde. Okay. So, it makes some sense. Okay. Because it's an energy of, it's not that you're oblivious, right? It's you're well aware of this individual's tactics, or you will be well aware of this individual's tactics. It's just a matter of you and how you're going to handle the circumstances, right? Because there's an energy there for some of y'all that could want to address things, right? Could want to call people out, could want to speak exactly to what's being done, what's taking place. However, obviously, this can turn into something much more, right? Could turn into something that is a big argument, a big fallout, possibly even a fight. Just depends on who and what we're talking about, right? But there's different situations, obviously, for everyone, but there's someone who could just be like really trying to play on your intelligence, play in your face, and that alone will make people feel some way, right? Will get up under your skin, possibly even trigger you, because it's like, who are you playing with? It's like, oh, you really think I'm dumb, you know what I'm saying? And so just that alone could be, why the energy feels the way it does. So that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all could really be ready to tell a person look, you think I'm dumb and I'm not. I see exactly what you're on. I see what you're, you know what I'm saying? And there's something about this person that give very much gaslight energy, right? The in denial, the, oh no, that's not what I'm doing. Oh no, now you're, the projection, the turn the tables on you, that type of energy, or the, oh no, you're crazy, or you don't know what you're talking about, or, oh no, I didn't do that, or I didn't say that, or that's not what I'm doing. It's that type of really just energy, and it could really bother you. Okay, and mind you, like I say, take the roles as they are, because this could be you that's doing this to somebody and they're addressing you about it, and you could be pissed because they're pulling your card. So you have to take the energy as it is. Okay. So definitely, know the bits and pieces of this message could apply to you, if not the full message. And you definitely can go check out some of the other videos on the channel, as those may resonate with you as well, right? But yeah, if it's yours, receive it to be so. If it does not flow, let it go. Okay. So It's like somebody, okay, hold on. Yep, thank you, Spirit. So there's a situation where this could be you observing this type of circumstance. And maybe you're trying to indirectly bring it to the forefront for someone. Some of y'all could be very direct and very like, tell it like it is. So you could be, hey, look, this person's playing in your face. Something's not making sense, something's not adding up, or what they're doing or what they're saying is not right, and I don't see how you don't see it. It's something like that. So there's something about like someone could be using someone and they're pulling on a certain person's heartstrings, and that is how there is. So like I say, it's like emotional manipulation, mental manipulation, like it's funny because there's an energy here where, so I'm definitely getting you could be an observer, okay? But if you're not, like I said, take the roles as they are. I'm getting you could be like watching someone's relationship, whether this is your parents or your sibling or your child or whoever, right? A friend of yours, like maybe it's your bestie, and you keep seeing that their partner keeps playing on their emotions. They could be using them for certain things, and this person's like, oh, they love me and I love them, so I don't mind loaning them this money, or I don't mind, doing XYZ for them because, they're my family, or that's my bae, or whatever. But the whole time, this person's like trying to get over on them, and the crazy part about it is there's something there where this person also does the same thing to other people. So it's like really they're just getting back what they dish out to others, but they're actually really blind to it. Like, which is funny because it's like you would think because you're that type of person where you're manipulative and you emotionally try to pull on people's heartstrings and, disrespect and play with people's emotions or their mental, that you would notice it, right? But there's something about like this person's just totally oblivious. They're like eating up everything that this person's telling them, all the lies or the manipulation or the whatever, the storyline that they're giving them to make up for the BS, right? And so it's like they're really getting their own karma. But now, there's something about you could be tied into this because it's like due to the fact that, so like I say this is your bestie. So due to the fact that this person's using them and manipulating them and so on and so forth, it's like it could be putting this person at a deficit. It could be like, so example, like I say, just using the money loan situation or whatever. Or like say someone's letting a guy use their car, right? We've heard of those stories plenty of times. We've seen it in Baby Boy, right? So say this is your bestie, her dude's using the car while she's at work or whatever. He's lying and telling her, oh, I'm about to get some money, or I'm about to go to this job or whatever. The whole time he's just basically just joyriding, living his best life, or even possibly going to see another female or whatever. It doesn't have to be those specific situations, but then it plays a role on you because as this being your best friend, who is she generally going to call, or he, whatever, take the roles as they are, genders as they are, who are they going to call if they need backup or if they need support or whatever for something, right? So they're going to hit you up like, hey, bestie, so babe, use my car to go to work today, but I need to go to the store, or I need to do blah, blah, blah. So is it cool if I use your car, or can you come pick me up and take me to XYZ, or if it's a money situation, so I had to loan such and such this amount of money because this was going on and blah blah blah, but now I kind of got something going on and they haven't been able to pay me back yet because they told me blah 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 blah, which was manipulation and bullshit because this person knew prior to them paying the person back that they probably were going to have a hard time paying the person back. That turned into them having to ask you for a loan, right? So you could be just speaking to the truth in this and saying, okay, so let's talk, friend. I love you. Something ain't right. The math isn't mathing, or why, if he had to go to work, why didn't you just take him to work? Or, what I'm saying? It's like you're wanting to make the person aware. It's like, look, are you really seeing it for what it is, or are you that blinded by Are you that blinded by the love or the friendship or the family connection that you're not seeing this person is taking advantage of you or using you? And I'm getting there's an energy like this isn't something just kind of random spur of the moment, just here once or twice. No, like this is something that's like an ongoing thing. Okay. There's also something about someone like, so this could also, because I'm getting like child energy. There's something where like a child could be playing on the parents. So say like, hold on y'all. So say like there's a family dynamic where the parents have divorced or separated or whatever, right? So you could have a situation where the kid is, playing the parents against each other, right? Because they know that the parents probably don't communicate. They're the only one who talks to the parents, and they know there's no way that they would even find out whatever information about the other one because these people don't talk and they probably never will because there could be like some bad blood there, so it's something where like they're playing on both sides. So like maybe at 1 minute they're borrowing money or using this parent, right? Then once they've used them up or used up all their money and they can no longer tap into that, tap into that person's pocket or that person's emotional heartstrings. Because again, somebody could have cut somebody off too and said, look, I've been doing this and that for you and I'm not seeing payback. I'm not seeing reciprocity. It's something's not adding up, and they could just be kind of giving up on a person, right? So then they just say, oh, okay, well, whatever. Then they go to the other parent and they're like, well, yeah, I don't know what's going on with such and such because I asked them, could I borrow some da-da-da, and now they're not answering the phone, or I haven't talked to them in a while. They kind of ghosted me, or, something like that. So then it's like the other parent's feeling bad and they're mad and they're upset. Well, see, I don't understand why this is what I be talking about. This is why I'm not with them now and blah, 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 that type of stuff. It's fine. I'll help you because they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do. And it's like that, but really this person is playing each person, it's also something about like when things are okay with another parent or even another person. This could even be a connection, like say somebody's playing on the baby mamas, right, or baby daddies, hey, take it as you will. When things are good with one of the baby mamas, right, you or whoever probably doesn't hear from this person too much, right? But when things are not on the up and up, or they can't take advantage of them or get money out of them or whatever the circumstance is, they're right back on, the other one's line like, hey, blah, 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 is it something like that? Now, I don't know, y'all. I don't care for the energy. I'm gonna just tell y'all that y'all have to do what y'all will, but Spirit just wants to make you aware of certain things so you can better handle them and maneuver in the way that you need to maneuver, so that you don't have really, really bad outcomes, right? So that you don't end up in jail, so that you don't end up, really, really mentally off, right? Or really, really emotionally off, right? Now, don't get me wrong, obviously it could make you feel some way, it could hurt your feelings possibly or whatever, but it's better to have a heads up so that you know how to, oh, okay, I see what this is. Go cry, go process it, be upset, whatever, however you need to, but you'll better be able to regulate your emotions than for you to be spazzing out, because like I said, we dealing with the different transits and whatnot, right? And that does have an impact. It also even could just be as simple as, if you're a female, your lady time, you could be in your feelings, you could be emotional. Some of y'all could even be also possibly pregnant, and we know that plays a role as well, when it comes to our emotions and whatnot. So just be mindful of these things, guys. Unfortunately, sometimes we deal with some really bogus people. but it's all lessons, you know. It's never losses, because that could be something somebody says a lot too. Like you could say, oh, you know, it's not a loss, it's a lesson, you know. Or maybe this is what spirit is wanting you to make sure that you're starting to say, being more positive, at least trying to find the glass is half full type of viewpoint when it comes to things that you're experiencing. And just definitely making sure that you are grounding yourself, right? Because there could be a lot of turbulence within the next, 20 some days or whatever, when it comes to you dealing with individuals. And it does seem to be individuals that are close to you. Okay, so family, friend, really close friends, things like that. Because there could be some actual physical battles that can take place in a home space. Okay, so domestic, obviously, DV. So you guys, just do your best to try to avoid those type of things if you can, just because it's just a lot that comes with that, and a lot of times too, depending on what your chart looks like, it can end up really fatal, what I'm saying, whether it's for you or someone else. All right, because depending on how you know what I'm saying, how you rock, so yeah. On another note, some of you guys could be getting some really, really good news here soon. Whether it's on a home, whether it's on a vehicle, land, or just something that's really good that you've been looking forward to, or that you've been working towards, or that you've been manifesting, or whatever it is. Okay, so you could be really coming into some really, 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 really good news. So it's something about you having to balance your emotions too, because while something could be on the up and up, there could be another aspect of your life that is like the total opposite. So you can just be doing with some really emotional, it's a lot of highs and lows type energy, right? It's just as soon as you got oh yeah, I got an upper, something could happen and just have you okay, hold the hell on, why is it as soon as I get me a little bit of joy, you know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. Someone also could take pills, pop pills as well. Someone could have some type of pill addiction, or someone also could even just have some type of bipolar. Child, what kind of condition is that? Someone could possibly be bipolar as well. So there could be a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down. There also could be someone who's a Libra possibly as well. There's also something about someone somebody has a hard time being in a good space in a relationship, and this deals with their past, this deals with their childhood, this deals with their parents. It's given that Ricky Bobby energy, how Ricky Bobby's dad, he couldn't be happy, right? He couldn't enjoy life. He just was a Debbie Downer type person. Because there's a scene in the movie, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's Talladega Nights, okay, with Will Ferrell. But there's a scene in the movie where things are going good. Ricky Bobby's winning his races or whatever. He's happy because his dad's come back into his life. He's introduced him to his kids, and the whole family's at dinner. They're having a good night. Stuff is cool. And Ricky Bobby's dad's man, nah, something ain't right. He's nah, I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. I need some type of chaos, some type of craziness, some type of low vibrational energy, something that has to go on right now because things are too good. So there could be an energy of someone who they don't know how to have joy or genuine happiness So anything that is good that comes their way, they try to tear down, they try to wreck it, they try to walk away from it, they try to destroy it, or they try to, and this could even be self-sabotage of like actually not even knowing that a person's doing this. Okay, so mind you, if this is you, just remember to be acknowledging. I say acknowledging, Lord Jesus, I be just making up words, child. Be mindful to acknowledge these things. Like if you kind of catch yourself like, whoa, nope, even if it's just thoughts, right? But you could be coming into something really, really good, and then your mind just takes you to a whole other place like, no, because blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, immediately cut that. Be like, nope, I'm not doing this to myself. This is good. I deserve good. I deserve great things. This is supposed to be happening for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just totally check yourself. Okay. This could even be someone also trying to project this upon you. Okay. So be mindful of that as well. There's also something about making sure that you take that time for yourself, even if it's just you have to go take a walk, or whatever it is. Because you could be someone who maybe you have like you deal with a lot of people, whether your work field, you're on the phone all day talking to people, and so you're dealing with a lot of different energies, or you're a therapist, or you're a receptionist at a front desk of a high volume place, or just whatever it is that you're dealing with a lot of people regularly. You could be a teacher, anything. But if you know that you deal with a lot of people regularly, even if this is just like in your household, say you got a bunch of dang on kids, so you're dealing with a bunch of dang on energies, or maybe you live in like a shared home, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your circumstance is, you deal with a lot of people. Or they're at this present time anyway, there's many people around you, so there's a lot of different energies, and then you have different people dealing with their highs and lows, right? So just one, for those of you who are empaths, make sure that you are not taking on those people's energetic, what they got going on. Okay, so definitely be doing your grounding work, definitely spiritual cleanses and whatever that is for you, because it could be different for everybody. It could be just water baths, Florida water, just you actually cleaning your home with Florida water, egg cleanses, what you name it, right? There's so many different things that people do. Even if it's you light your candle and you set the intention of, okay, let me cleanse my energy, whatever you got going on, I don't know. Just be mindful to do that at this time. It's very, 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 very important, because there could just be like a heaviness, especially if you start to feel it in your body, because you're going to feel things in your body. If you start to feel a heaviness within your body, get on that ASAP. Okay, I don't care if it's just as simple as you going and as soon as you feel like a little heaviness in your body, go get you some salt, wash your hands, right? Just do what you can, because sometimes, you don't have the means or the ability in that time and moment to just go hop in a spiritual bath. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like if you're at work, right? So try to keep you some Himalayan or sea salt or something with you at your desk, right? That way, if you kind of notice like, okay, I done took 50 calls today and the last call stressed me out, I feel a little heavy, boom, let me go take a break. Take your break, go do you a quick little cleanse. Take you some deep breaths, get back to it, do whatever you gotta do. But just make sure that you're recalibrating yourself, okay? Let's see, is there anything else? There's also something about tires, whether this is you needing new tires, you purchasing new tires. This can even be just as simple as like maybe you've had your vehicle parked somewhere, maybe there's some issues with it or something, maybe the tires are going low. Check your tires. Oh, hey, yeah, we're in retrograde, so obviously be mindful of that. I know me personally, oh my gosh, y'all, years ago, every time we would be in retrograde, I promise y'all I would get a flat tire, or I would hit my rim. It never failed. I used to be so irritated. And mind you, this was during the time of me going through ascensions, me learning about, more about the spiritual realm, esoteric realm, all of that. And so I'm coming into this knowledge and learning things that I'm seeing the signs and noticing the patterns and whatnot. And I'm like, what the F? why are we talking about okay, I got a flat tire, like just stuff like that. So that's something you could be experiencing. Just, you know, woosah, take it as it is, you know, handle your business, do what you got to do. No, it's not fun. It's just a part of the run, okay? Because what the heck, right? So yeah, be mindful of that. Also be mindful of where you park your vehicle, because your vehicle could be tagged, you could get a ticket. Like I said, your tires could be marked. So just always be mindful of those things as well. Someone could be purchasing a vehicle from a car auction as well, or you could be just looking into that to see, you know, if you can get any deals or steals. Someone could be like a mechanic, or you could like flip vehicles, right? Okay, someone else could be just flipping homes. Okay, someone could drive an Equinox, a Charger, a Mercedes, a Honda, like whether it be an Accord or an SUV. I'm sorry, what's it? The CRV. Someone could also drive the Buick SUV. What's it called? Like an Enclave? No, that's one of them. But the one I'm thinking of is the small one. I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name right now. But yeah, Envision. Is that it? I think that's it. Someone could also drive a. Lord, why can't I think of it? What is that car? It's like a interesting looking. It's a Kona, I think. Is that what that is? A Kona. Someone could also have a slingshot. Okay, someone could be doing like some type of work on their slingshot. Like you could be putting lights on it, or I don't know, making it fancy. Okay. Someone could also be in a car show, putting their car in a car show. So you could be putting a paint job on the old school, or putting some new rims on a whip, or something like that. It could just, yeah, something like that could be going on. There's also something about someone trying to help someone, like in their mind, it's like, oh, I'm trying to help, you know, but a person could have already forewarned them, like, hey, you know, it's okay, you don't have to help, because you could possibly hurt yourself, or you could possibly get in the way, or just whatever. But this person doesn't listen, and they could hurt themselves, or they could just make things worse or something by trying to help. That could be something too. Like someone does too much when they're trying to help, and they don't realize that as much as they think they're helping, that they're not helping, they're making things worse. Okay, so there could be something about that as well. But yeah, so guys, I am going to let this be the message. I will be back with more messages for you guys soon. I hope that they were helpful. Don't forget to do all that fun clicky stuff, like hitting the like button, subscribing if you have not already, and leaving a comment down below so I know how something in this message resonates with you. I would love to hear, you know, what parts of this message you really chimed in and made you feel like, oh, wait a minute, she's talking to me. Okay. There's also something about like a sleeveless top, or a tube top, or off the shoulder type top as well. Maybe you're wearing that. Okay. But yeah, so that is your messages. I love you guys, and I will holla at y'all later. All right, see ya.
Don't forget it. It's this thing called life. Gotta wake up and be grateful for a new day. Gotta be confident, love yourself. Don't worry about what they say. It's this thing called